Alright, YouTube, it's the Shadow King Nazru, here with a review for Rosario Vampire 2, Chapter 43. The newspaper club continued to run to the hall, and are suddenly started getting shot at by the fairy tale guards. But the newspaper club easily deals with them by dodging, uh, uh, countering the shots, and what have you. Considering the fact that there are some of my fans asking whether or not I thought the Rosario vampire characters were stronger than the Naruto characters. Well, I'm not entirely sure if they're stronger, but I can definitely say they're more durable since they can actually take guns on, and according to Masashi Kishimoto, Naruto characters can. That's sad. Anyway, Fong Fong feels that Fairy Tail isn't a big deal, but Skinny also starts to wonder this as well, but his instincts tell him otherwise. Ah, I think I know what's going on here. This is kind of like the Boo saga, where they felt that the Z fighters overtrained for Majin Buu, and being that this will be no sweat, and ultimately it backfires and it turns out to be the biggest challenge of their lives. Eh, Rosario Vampire making kind of a reference, well, not reference, parallel to Dragon Ball. I am totally fine with that. Anyway, Hokuto suggests that it's pointless to continue on, and says that they're clearly being watched by Gyokuro Shuzen, and they have to think of escaping even with. I mean, he thinks about escaping even without the newspaper club. However, Ruby points out that retreating would require them to backtrack and would be more dangerous since all the guards would be there, and possibly Gyokuro Shuzen herself. So they should stay the course and try to rescue Moka, especially since Fairy Tail plans to revive Dracula, and if Dracula gets revived, he'll destroy the world and any chance of humans and monsters coexisting. So the newspaper club continues on forward, and Hokuto decides to bail. Gyokuro Shuzen senses that one of them has left the newspaper club, and she feels it was kind of foolish because if they had chose to left, she said she would have spared their lives. Nice to know that Gyokuro Shuzen has some compassion to her. She then learns that one of the members is Hokuto from Fujisaki, and Fujisaki is a part of. Not Fujisaki. Hokuto is part of Fujisaki's division, and apparently that they know the newspaper club because Hokuto and Kiria were Yokai Academy graduates. Wait, what? They graduated from that place? Was this before or after they nearly destroyed the Great Barrier and destroyed the school? I really hope it was before, because after, that would be pretty fucked up. Anyway, Fujisaki and Gyokuro figure that Hokuto has betrayed them, and she asks if he's involved, but Fujisaki says no, and he identifies that the intruders are the newspaper club, specifically the one named Skune Awano, and Gyokuro recognized that boy's name, and she realized that this is the man that Moka holds dear to her heart. So she says that she'll give her stepdaughter man a special welcome. And we see that the other leaders of Fairy Tail have arrived to carry out her plan. And one of them is a familiar face, being Kyo. Yes, I can tell it's Kyo, even though he's shrouded in a silhouette. You're not fooling anybody. Uh, so the club continues to head to the basement, and Skinny then senses an incoming opponent. Then, the newspaper club is attacked by one of Fairy Tale's leader. And who is it? Electro. Yes, Electro has came back from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 to fight the newspaper club. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's this guy named Rika. Uh, so as Ruby says, she expected the leaders would eventually start fighting them, and she volunteers herself to be his opponent. However, Rika says that he just laughs this off because he doesn't feel that a woman would be a worthy opponent. Sexism, what's that? Anyway, Rika tries to prove his point by using his technique, the electro asobop on Ruby. Boy, I really timed that electro thing well. And then continues to electrocute Ruby some more. But as expected from people who know Ruby, Ruby isn't bothered by the attack due to being a masochist, which shocks Rika, practically baffles and creeps him out to some extent, and Ruby begins her counterattack. This was a pretty nice chapter. Um, I really did like how Ruby was actually being intelligent and pointing out the logical flaw in retreating and saying that their only option was to move forward. And I gotta commend that she's willing to stick it out, not just because they're doing it for a friend, but also because she believes in the coexistence of humanity, which is a nice character development from back when we first met her, when she tried to help her master wipe out humanity. So yeah, personal salute to you, Ruby. And it's nice to see that we're going to see the leaders take a role in the fight against the newspaper club. And we also got to see a return of Kyo, one of the newspaper club's deadliest opponents. So next time we'll see where things go in chapter 44.